Happy 2025.
Last day of 2025.
Last day of 2025.
Happy 2026 is more like it.
Happy 2026 Eve. This is the Extra Seat Podcast. Finally.
I know. It's been a bit of a reprieve because it's not like we had nothing going on. We had a pretty eventful year. We moved. We had a baby. I feel like we had some other big stuff in there, but that's a big thing.
All 6 or 7 of our fans are... Thank you for being here once again for us. Okay, we're going to try and keep this short. We did some 2025 predictions at the beginning of last year, and we're going to go over them real quickly, and then we're going to make some 2026 predictions.
Yes. So we will go very quickly over last year. I will say, because we made our predictions at the end of last year, we were very colored by recency bias of everything that had been happening right at the end of 2025. So when we look at our first 2 categories were biggest political winner and biggest political loser. If you remember, at the end of 2024, Trump had just won the election. So there was a lot of think pieces about the state of the Democratic Party, Republicans, conservatism, that whole shebang. So,
and we should also say all the people who guessed with us.
Yes. Okay. So we had our good friend, basically had extra parental figure Stephen, brother Stephen, brother David, mom Lori, friend Chris, friend Matt. So those are all the people who.
And thank you for contributing to our amateur predictions.
So most of our guesses from last year around biggest winner and loser, like I said, were with that recency bias. So you and I both said something around for winner being conservatives or Doge, because that was big in the news. I don't know if I would say at this point in the year that they are who won, but
you know what? Pretty much everybody had that same recency bias. The only one who didn't was Matt, who called out crypto investors. So good job, Matt, on being unique.
And I would say that I feel like crypto had a good year, at least from what I've heard you talk about.
And we're going to have the same categories for this coming year, but we also talked about biggest business winners, biggest business deals, contrarian beliefs. So really quickly, you know, I think everybody kind of agreed on a few things, but one thing that was different and we want to call out was my brother Steven was really into 7-Eleven. So he said, for example, biggest business winner. Am I right on this? 7-Eleven.
Biggest business deal.
7-Eleven, yeah.
7-Eleven was going to be sold. Unclear to who.
He said 7-Eleven a few times.
And then he also said, yes, that would be the best performing asset. I guess, Stephen, do you know something?
The slushy.
Do you know something we don't?
Well, probably not, because I haven't heard anything about that. But you know what? I appreciate that. Any other big things that you wanted to call out from last year?
Let's see. Oh, I liked, who's this? The crazy low confidence guess. So just like an out there prediction. David said, Florida will lean closer to center as their landmass continues to shrink.
Savage,
I'm
honestly.
guessing because of the climate change and receding, or like a seeding.
Savage low confidence guess. I appreciate that.
A couple people who really believed in AI and thought that was going to be where it was going. A couple people who said, no, we're going to see diminishing returns on AI. And then Matt, in the same way that Stephen was really into 7-Eleven, Matt was very anti-Airbnb.
Very. I think he just came back from an Airbnb.
Bad Airbnb experience.
He's like, cleaning fees? That's ridiculous.
The one thing for me that I want to call out that I'm pretty proud of myself, actually, is that one of my predictions last year for most anticipated trend, I said more in-person activities, fewer dating apps, more money spent on in-person activities. And this came true. There have been more people going to concerts, more people going just out and doing things in the world instead of just at their house. Not me. I've been at my house.
All right. And I'll call out the one that I got the most wrong. I feel like I got a lot right, but Apple. I said they were the biggest business loser, and that was more wishful thinking. They have not fixed autocorrect in 9 years? Ever. They haven't. I'll be like, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy Dagagasi. Who's Dagagasi? You look it up. It's like some dude from the 1800s, whatever. All right. Maybe next year Apple will fail. All right. let's go on to our 2026 predictions.
Okay, so first category is biggest political winner. My prediction will be young Democrats / new blood in the party. We're coming up on the primaries, not the primaries, midterms. Coming up on the midterms, I think that there's a space for more to be happening, more new faces, more new names. We just had all the kerfuffle around I never remember how to say his name. Mondami? Where does the M and the N go in his name?
Mondami.
Yes, him.
I say with confidence, knowing nothing.
So that's my prediction. I feel like there's going to be some new names that we're gonna hear.
Okay, that's a great prediction. Let's move on to mine. Oh, my biggest political winner is AI. Let me explain. The midterms are coming up, and I think so. This past year, people are like, you used AI. That's dumb. I think by the end of this year, around November, when the midterms are, people are going to literally just be like, Gemini, ChatGPT, you know me. Who should I vote for? And it's going to be like, you should vote for this candidate. Here's why. Here's some other options, and here's why they're less good. And they're going to be like, great. So people are going to be replacing their brain and their votes with AI, and AI is essentially going to determine who wins the election via their suggestions.
That is a prediction.
Yeah.
That is a prediction.
Moving on. Biggest political loser. I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so I'm just sounding like an old person. The Federal Reserve will morph into more of a puppet agency, or their influence will be diminished. Basically, rates are gonna go lower, and it's gonna be a political thing and not an independent thing. And it means that it's going to be easier to take out loans, which will help stock prices and will kind of help home prices. Not home prices. It will hurt home prices, but it will help home loans. On to you.
In the same spirit of midterms, and from what I have understood around polls, not that polls are completely not reputable, to be believed, like accurate, it seems like Trump's current term has not been having super high ratings as compared to his first term. So I think there are going to be more Republicans and conservatives leaning away from Trump. So I think that so the losers will be Trump aligned Republicans.
I've been hearing the word Trump a lot. Are you okay?
So I think that might be where the party is going. I think that they're going to have to lean away from him to save themselves.
Great.
But we'll see.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Biggest business winner. Ooh. Companies that hold IP that AI can use. For example, Disney recently sold their IP rights non-exclusively to ChatGPT, so that later on in 2026, you will be able to create a Mickey Mouse giving a birthday present to your son, and then you could be like, check it out, son. Instead of loving you in real life, I loved you with a AI-generated photo, which is almost as good. I'm not saying I'm going to do this.
Oh, gotcha. So, okay.
Yeah.
So this is purely a hypothetical.
Purely hypothetical.
Okay.
Definitely won't forget about birthdays. All right, go ahead.
My biggest business winner, I said, will be gyms. And then I also, in the same spirit as my prediction last year, said more people meeting in person. But I think gyms, especially with everything with Ozempic, you lose all the weight, but then if you want muscle tone, you still have to put in the work. Like, you can lose weight and look thin, but if you want to look fit, you have to put muscle into it.
And I'm definitely into the fit look, but I feel like the gyms, we'll check back in a year, because I feel like Ozempic, people are like, sweet, I'm skinny, I don't need to go to the gym.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is you look thin, but you're not fit.
Mm-hmm.
So you need the gym to be fit. That's
all right.
Anyway, whatever.
I think that's great, and we'll check back. All right, biggest business loser, Apple. That's mine. Go ahead.
I said Frito-Lay's or any big junk food company like that.
Oh, wait, I didn't say Apple. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, let me finish mine.
Yeah.
Because of both MAHA, which is Make America Healthy Again, and /RFK, and GLPs, which is Ozempic and semaglutide and all of that. So I think Frito-Lay's obviously being more of a junk food company. People are not wanting to eat as much junk food, and they're concerned about processed food and food additives, and there's more concern around that. So I think that they might see some diminishing returns.
What about my Twinkies?
When have you ever eaten a Twinkie?
I don't remember ever eating a Twinkie, but Don't take it away. It's my God-given right.
Oh, okay, great.
All right, I'm just going to replace my guess with biggest business loser being Apple because I hate them. Okay,
You
as
hate
we
them?
scroll on this Mac computer. All right, biggest business deal. Apple will buy an AI company like Anthropic to catch up. This was my guess last year too, and I still think so.
That sounds familiar.
Go ahead.
Okay, my biggest business deal prediction. The Olympics are this year. The Winter Olympics are in 2026. They're in February. My out there guess is that Ozempic will sponsor a sporting event.
Great.
I think sponsoring like figure skating might be a little too on the nose,
Do the
especially
next one
because
as well.
especially because figure skating is really like they look thin, but they are, my God, have you looked at their legs? They have to like fling themselves into the air. So they look thin, but really they're just all lean muscle. So that I think Ozempic is maybe going to sponsor the Olympics in some capacity, which is hilarious because it has nothing to do with.
Have you ever been flung into the air? Onto anything?
No comment.
All right, great. Go ahead. Go again.
What's my what did I write here?
This is most contrarian belief. This is 2026's most contrarian belief.
Oh, okay.
On to you.
Okay, so my prediction on this is partly off of what's happening in society and partly off of I just read a great book about the history of the United States, and I seen it all laid out, you know, decade after decade after decade. We move just basically in a circle and in a cycle. So I think we are due for, as a society, because we haven't had one in a while, a resurgence in church membership. I think people are looking for more in-person things to do. So that's like in-person community. And because of all the political speech and hateful political everything, people are wanting somewhere to go that they're like
good vibes.
all like good vibes, and we're not talking about that, or it's not the primary thing we're talking about. So I feel like there's going to be a resurgence in that.
Great. I'm going to do mine, and then for rest, let's do lightning round, like 10 seconds per.
Okay.
Just list them off. All right. My most contrarian belief. So I did put in like 3 or 4. I said, there will be no housing crash this year. Not very contrarian. And so I said, not contrarian enough? Fine. How about the government will formally announce the existence of aliens?
Haven't they done that like 4 times?
And then I said, haven't they already done that? 2026 will be the year of micro businesses. So those are mine. All right. Quick rounds for the rest. Best performing asset. I said cryptocurrency, including altcoins. You said Polymarket.
Because the Olympics are coming and people love to bet on all sorts of
Worst
stuff.
performing asset. I said renewable energy in the US and people's Labubu's, but I didn't know how to spell them. Labubu collection. You said the worst performing asset is processed food and non-fresh food. Most anticipated trend. I said people will start to dress with clothes that fit them. I sound old. You said not anticipated in a positive way, but
I think that there will be a derogatory term for people who use AI.
See, I think that AI will become very legitimized by the end of the 2026. Instead of being, I looked it up in AI being a bad thing and a good thing. Okay, great. Most anticipated media, Dune 3. You said The Odyssey. Both are great guesses. I would like to see both with you.
Okay, great. I don't know when we're going to see The
I get to
Odyssey.
commit right now.
I guess I can.
Okay, great. All right, so
I have thoughts about The Odyssey.
2026 biggest fashion trend. I said people will start to dress with clothes that fit them. You said micro crop
tops as global warming gets worse.
Hey, you always been kind of fashionable. All right, and then lastly, 2026 is crazy low confidence guess. I said a weirdly large amount of people will say with a straight face, man, I sound old, that their AI is one of their best friends in 2026. You said
Oprah will get serious chatter as VP. You hear it here
our
first.
predictions. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
We're done. Oh, sorry. We just finished.
Whew. The reason I rushed this is because I wasn't sure how much my memory card had left.
He escaped.
Alrighty.
Did you enjoy your walk?